I don't believe climate change is real. I think it's the way the world works.
Yeah, it's definitely real. You can see it every day.
Yeah, I think climate change is real.
It's a disgrace. I'm outraged on the outrage level.
No, I think it's bullshit.
I'm not planning to have a family, so I'm not having to worry about anybody else.
I think it could be possibly apocalyptically bad.
And what's going on with the weather? It's freaky.
It's not a question of whether climate change is happening or not. It's a question of how we respond to it. And these are the issues that we need to deal with today. So Plunge is a walk that allows people to look into the future and see how the cityscape will change. And through that, they'll be able to determine how they're going to react.
But that actually looks like quite a good map.
Because I do think the strap just dips down.
Power back up.
Yeah.
Jiggle that end again.
Oh look. The idea is that we're marking iconic monuments in London with a simple band of light, a blue band of light, showing what the waterline will be in London in 3012. Originally I was interested in this idea of marking the waterline across buildings because I'd seen a film about the damming of the three rivers in China, and how they marked all the buildings with the line where the water would be once the dam was put in place. And if you were under that line, that meant you had to move, and if you're over that line, you're still okay. And that meant a huge migration of over 1 million people, so the symbol of the line was incredibly poignant for those people. Even though it's the smallest of gesture, it impacted on people's lifestyle in an incredibly profound way. These monuments represent a moment in time where Britain was pushing itself in terms of its industrialisation and in terms of its colonialisation, and therefore was starting to live far beyond its own means. It's in a way a slight irony that people like the Duke of York here will always be above the water level, no matter how much London is submerged.
The jury's not out any longer, you know, and so if there is an integral, fundamental link made between climate change and the state of the global economy, that will scare people.
It's in 1,000 years, so
Yeah.
it feels so surreal.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel like it's going to affect me directly. On the other hand, I'm from Holland, so obviously Holland is going to be affected by rising water and everything.
We're Data, we're 3 artists that make art in response to particular social contexts.
We were invited to work with various groups of people exploring the wider political and social issues around climate change.
We're meeting here at Duke of York Steps mainly because it's a very convenient spot to meet motorcyclists
and head off round past Parliament and around Westminster and Lambeth bridges, but also because that ring there shows where the water is likely to be in whenever it is, a couple of 100 years, if we go on as we are, and cycling is part of the solution.
Back to the Duke of York!